So, you're thinking of joining IMU University. Okay, let me tell you my story of 2.5 years at IMU Bukit Jalil. Before anything, my name is Muhammad Fazli and I am a third year medical student at IMU University. And right now, I'm currently waiting for my clinicals at Seremban, which I'll be going in March 2025. I'll be posting the timestamps here. So I'll be jumping around these topics accordingly and in sequence. And hopefully after this video, you'll understand how your 2.5 years will be at IMU, specifically Bukit Jalil. And everything is in here. I've jotted down everything for you guys. So without breaking any sweat, let's go to the first point today, which is I'll be explaining to you the timeline. Alright, so basically as a medical student, you'll be having 10 semesters here. 1 year, there'll be 2 semesters, so meaning there'll be 5 years. It is split into 2. So 5 semesters at IMU Bukit Jalil, which is your pre-clinicals, and another 5 semesters at either Seremban or PMS, which is Partner Medical School, which will involve overseas university. And this is where you'll be doing your clinicals. What is the difference? Pre-clinical is where you'll just be learning. There's not much of going to the hospital and stuff. Mostly just lectures and face-to-face with your patients and all. Clinicals is you'll be going to the hospital, bedside teaching and all. So today, I'll just be explaining to you the first 5 semesters first. That's where all the 2.5 years would be. So, first semester, there'll be just learning and studying. That's it. There'll not be much activity there unless you do your own. But as in the syllabus itself, it's just learning. So my advice to you is just try to understand how you study. Just get the hang of how medicine works and all. Don't panic and don't get overwhelmed because there'll be a lot to learn in semester 1 because you're just trying to start. And all the topics are mostly on the surface. So it's like a touch and go. And even if you go into the textbooks, you'll be going in depth, which is already out of the syllabus. So just try your best to survive. Whatever you're learning now will be understood better in the next semesters. But have fun. This is the time for you to have fun and join other events. My regret was I was too focused on my studying, so I should have enjoyed more. And then semester 2. So semester 2, things get pretty interesting because you'll be having a big exam by the end of the year. I'll be talking that in the next point. And also, this is where you'll have a community service, meaning that IMU will attach you to a NGO or any organization for you to help out the public, like helping out the needy, helping out the homeless, the elderly, children, and all that. Done for the first year. Then you'll be starting second year and semester 3 start. This is where your honeymoon semester is for me because you just finished your big exam in semester 2 and then life looks pretty chill. I mean, relatively compared to semester 2. However, don't get that comfortable because you still have small exams, whereas I got a little too comfortable and my grades dropped. So please, don't get too comfortable, alright? And by the end of semester 3, you'll be having a GP posting, which is a clinic posting, private clinic. Basically just wanting you to know how a clinic works, observe how a doctor talks to a patient, and just observe simple procedures and all. Don't get worried about that. It's just first introduction of how clinic works. And then semester 4, things get way more interesting here because you'll have a bigger exam, bigger than your second semester. However, again, exams I'll talk at the next point. And here is where you'll get more postings and more understanding of how clinic works. Because first, you'll be having your BLS certificate, which is the basic life support. And you learn how to do a CPR, save a choking patient and all. There'll be a course about that, no worries. And then after that, there'll also be a clinic posting of 1 week at a government place. Also, it is done by IMU University, and after that there'll be a district office attachment, meaning you will learn how to handle cases that involve the community, such as dengue cases, which is a very big thing in Malaysia. You'll hear about it every time until you get bored. And then after that, you'll be starting the last semester of your IMU University Bukit Jalil 3 week of hospital posting of your choice. So if you're an international student, then you can do it at your home, and after that you'll be having a 1 week community service, which is any attachment of your own choice at a organization or anything, up to you. And then after that there'll be another 2 weeks of hospital attachment, which is by IMU University at a public hospital, which is 1 week at KKB Kuala Kubu Baru, and the second week at Jempol Negeri Sembilan. Or what I hear nowadays is that they do 2 weeks at one hospital, but basically just a hospital attachment at a government hospital. And this is where you learn how to take history and learn how to present history. And if you get lucky, you will learn how to take blood, how to wound dress and all that. So those are what will happen in those 5 semesters. And then the syllabus itself. Alright, so semester 1 is gonna be anatomy, physiology, chemistry, all that, basically just basic medical science. Semester 2, you go into depth, like I said. You'll be learning about CVS, which is cardiovascular system, and then respiratory, and then hematology. And then for semester 3, you'll be going into gastrointestinal, renal, and then endocrine. Then semester 4, you'll be learning about musculoskeletal system, nervous system, reproductive system, and that's it. And then by then you'll finish all the syllabus already. Because in semester 5, it's like a slow introduction for you to clinical. So by semester 4, you should finish all your syllabus. And then we go to exam. So basically how exam works here, in one whole big exam year, there'll be 2 big things. It is one CA, which is continuous assessment, which consists of 40% marks. And then another one, your final year exam, which consists of 60% marks. So CAs is that each semester there'll be 3 CAs, and each CA is like 4%, 6%, 8%, something like that. And then it'll be overall 6 CAs for 1 year. And basically it's just a B, C, D option. There's no typing and all, so be consistent of your learning. And then after that, for the other 60% is that 30% will go to SEQ, short answered question, and then the other 30% will go to OSPE, which is objective structured practical examination. Hopefully I got that right. Then after that, there will be something called OSCE, which is objective structured clinical examination, which is another exam, which is basically seeing how your clinical skills are so far. So along the year, even though we're just learning COE, they'll still teach you how to do a general cardiovascular examination, respiratory examination and all that, and they want to see how well do you know that. So there'll be a separate exam for that. So basically there's like 2 theory paper and then there's a clinical paper. For the first year, it's called a progression point examination. Once you finish that, in semester 4, your first professional examination. So semester 3, as I said, you'll chill, but then you still have 3 CAs to worry about. And then semester 4, you have another 3 CAs. Once you're done with 6 CAs, there'll be another SEQ and another OSPE. And then that's it, done for semester 4. And once you go to semester 5, your whole point of that is to prepare for your OSCE, because this is a big OSCE compared to year 1. It is not much because you didn't really learn much. However, like I said, during semester 4, you'll be going to hospital and stuff, and in semester 5, way more. So by the end of semester 5, they'll examine you on that. So that is all the examinations that you have to worry about in your 2.5 years at IMU University. Of course, there's other additional examinations and all, but it's just like non-medical related, which you have to worry about, but as long as you study that, there's nothing to worry about. Okay, moving on to point 3. The big question. What is the timetable? Or also known as the other question, how much free time do you have here? Good news for you. I mean, it depends on what you want. But according to the timetable, according to the schedule given by IMU itself, it's like a lucky draw. Some days can be very full, some days there might not be classes at all. So the earliest class can be from 8 AM. The latest class will end at 6 PM. So some days there'll be like 4 lectures in a day, and maximum this usually is maximum of 4 lectures a day, which is 1 hour each lecture. But some days there'll be only like probably like 1 class in the morning, that's it, or 1 class in the morning, 1 class in the evening. It's like a lucky draw, like I said. But however, at nights you'll always have free time, be able to have fun. Even for me, I still have a lot of time, and as you can see, if you're a frequent follower of my YouTube, I still have time to vlog and still have time to edit and still have time to enjoy my sports and all. So as long as you get your time management right and know when to study and when to not, as long as you get the hang of it, you'll be okay. You'll be enjoying life here at IMU University at Bukit Jalil specifically. Clinicals is another type of animal, but don't worry about that first. Just enjoy your 2.5 years here first. And moving on is Firstly, what type of clubs and sports are here at IMU University? For that, actually a lot. Religion-wise, club-wise, sports-wise, there's actually a lot. What religion you want? You want Christian, you want Muslim, you want Hinduism, you want what club? You want acting club, you want dancing club, you want cooking club. How about sports? You want football, you want frisbee, you want basketball. There's all type of sports. There's all type of clubs. Involve yourself in that, please. I know that medical student, you want to strive, you want to study and all, but please have a life outside of studying itself. I mean, you're already studying so much, so why not give yourself some free time? That's where get your friends there, get your own community there, have fun. There's no fault in having fun, right? And number 5 is basically your first 2 weeks here, which is orientation and seniors. Okay, there's a reason why I put this together. It's because there's basically 2 types of orientation here at IMU. So first is orientation designed by the staff of IMU, and the second is designed by the seniors here at IMU University. So please join their orientation. I'm not saying this because of anything, but because this is where I got my first friend group, and this is where I basically got comfortable with being here as a student. Me being from a normal life, living life from a boarding school, coming to KL in a city life, it was very scary for me. Orientation changed it all. So basically during this orientation, you'll be assigned to groups and all, and if your group tells, hello, I'm your senior here. So join the orientation because that's where you get all your friends. And that's like your first start of how to make friends here. And no matter if senior or junior, you won't feel that gap. You won't feel that gap of seniority. Basically for me is I really got out of my comfort zone because I even sang during orientation. It was the unexpected start of my singing career. But okay, no more talking about me, let's talk about you. So please, even though you don't want to join anything other than that, just don't be someone who's just locked in your room and all. Get out of your room. Have a life, please. Please do have a life. Because you're already going to suffer in clinicals, so might as well have fun during pre-clinicals, right? And so before we end, let me give you some bonus tips. As a senior who has gone through, make a lot of friends here. Everyone is friendly here. I mean, as long as you don't get on the wrong side of them, then you're good. Because everyone's friendly here. Like everywhere you go, people say hi if they know you and all. And everyone also can speak English. So as an international student, I feel that's a very big thing because you come into Malaysia not knowing how to speak Malay, Chinese or Tamil. But mostly the students here and also even the people of public here know English or basic English. But also, please do learn how to speak the language so you can settle easily here. And there's a lot of subscriptions as a medical student here, like Amboss. Amboss is the most useful thing here. And also you can use Elsevier, which is the library portal, you know. What else? Make bonds with seniors. Have your most fun life there. By the end of your 2.5 years, everything will go fast and you won't even realize it. Most of your friends will go to PMS, partner medical school, and everyone will be separated. And by then, everything is finished and you won't be meeting them as frequent as possible. So make your 2.5 years here worth it. I'm begging you, please make it worth it. I enjoyed my life here, alhamdulillah. I thank all my friends for making it as fun as possible. Even in my whole life, if I was ever able to rewind, I put it when I was in my first day at IMU because that's where basically all the fun started. I thought my life peaked at high school, but I peaked another in university. And to my seniors who made it possible for me to make it all the way to finish pre-clinical, I thank you very much. Your notes and all were very lovely and all your encouraging messages. So my last advice to you is don't stress out. IMU is not even paying me to say this, but IMU is a lovely place. Despite some facilities, considering how much you're paying, people say otherwise. But I feel like the experience here is what makes it priceless. Like you able to meet people of different cultures, races and all. Just have fun here. I think we can end it here. We end it on an emotional note. Thank you very much for watching and watch my other vlogs if you want to see how my life here, especially my day in the life at IMU University where I was preparing for my OSCE. And see you in another video. Subscribe, like and comment, and ta-da, bye-bye, see you. Boy, it was getting emotional.